Good morning, meteorologist Adam Sherwinski here with a quick weather update for today. Right now, we got some quiet weather in central Illinois, warm and humid conditions out there with some peaks of sunshine. Live look at Danville right now shows that it's warm and humid out there. Temperatures in the 70s and 60s out there. Dew points aren't far behind, but at least we are seeing strong enough winds to keep any fogginess at bay. You're heading home for today. Temperatures will be right back into the 90s here with hot conditions out there. Showers and storms. Definitely want to have that AC blasting and keeping an eye out for the potential for severe storms there. You can see that we have that enhanced risk north of our viewing area here. That's a level 3 out of 5 for severe storms, 2 out of 5 for much of our viewing area for today. We're going to be watching out for the potential for some strong to severe storms, hail, damaging winds, the primary concern, but also there is a tornado threat there. Most of that north of our viewing area, the 6 there closer to Chicagoland, out to north of Kankakee, and then for here at home, about a 5 to a 3, depending on where you're at in central Illinois. Large hail, a primary concern out there for many of those thunderstorms if they really start to pick up, and those strong winds too as well. You'll notice that this version of Future Track really doesn't have storms popping up until they get past our viewing area here into Indiana, but more storms inbound as we go into tomorrow. Some of those could be pretty robust at times as they move across the region. And then as we go into later on into Saturday and Sunday, a bit more quiet conditions. Another version of Future Track does have that cap breaking, and that means more shower and thunderstorm activity. Some of those thunderstorms could be very robust here, especially as we go into the evening hours, the early evening hours. It's not going to be an all-night event. That's the good news. The bad news is we still have to contend with the potential for some severe storms. And again, hail, damaging winds, and a few tornadoes possible here. Another version of Future Track gives us those storms really popping pretty soon. And then as we go into Friday in the afternoon hours, we're watching out for some pretty robust thunderstorms coming in out of the western portions of our viewing area and western portions of our state, moving here closer towards home. So again, if we have any thunderstorms for today, tennis ball sized hail would be a really big concern, but also medium risk for tornadoes, 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts, and low intensity for flooding. Again, 1 or 2 storms could be severe, but the intensity would be very high with those thunderstorms that do pop up, as we have great conditions underneath that inversion to really help boost the potential for severe storms. So a strong cap, but if it can erode away, we're going to have some issues here. 91, hot, humid, with thunderstorms out there. Tonight's forecast at 61. Storms coming to a close, then becoming mostly clear. And we watch for another round of severe weather as we go into the afternoon hours for tomorrow. Not quite as hot. Again, we have that enhanced risk, level 3 out of 5 for the southern edges of our viewing area. And that does include the I-70 corridor, a little bit northward to Mattoon and Paris, and all the way down just south of Taylorville. Tornado risk is a little bit higher in that area of enhanced risk. About a 5 as you go into the areas of yellow, 3 areas in green, 1 in the areas of blue. So again, the further north you go, the further away you are from that cold front or that front that starts to move through, the less likely you're going to run into the potential for severe weather here. Again, lots of atmospheric fuel for today, but tomorrow not as much, but still enough to cause some issues here with some of those thunderstorms as they spark up. That warm front is going to be northward here. That's going to be the primary area of concern, is the warm front for today for severe weather, but that doesn't mean that cold front doesn't have a few storms that we have to keep an eye out for. And that cold front kind of just lingers across central Illinois, sparking more storms for tomorrow. That'll be the focal point for severe weather, that cold front for tomorrow. More storm chances as we go into Tuesday into Wednesday here. So we're not done yet. We get a nice break for the weekend, though. That's some good news. Otherwise, though, our temperatures start to cool down as we head into the weekend, getting back into the 80s, then 70s, and then 70 by the time we get to Wednesday, which is some great news. Get a nice cool down after it being so warm and muggy. You factor in the heat and the humidity, and it's going to feel really gross out there. Heat index values in the middle 90s for today. A little bit less so as we go into tomorrow and the next few days. So keep that in mind. Great weekend for a lot of us here. A lot of us Illini are getting ready for graduation, mostly sunny for Saturday and Sunday. So great conditions out there for our graduation forecast here. Cooler next week. We'll see more opportunities for showers and thunderstorms, though, as we go into late next week. So we've got 2 rounds today and tomorrow for potential for severe storms, and then another round as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday next week.